A new Chinese animation is on its way to becoming a box office hit. Ne Zha 2 has already broken the record after debuting in China during the Lunar New Year holiday.
It is a huge hit in China. It contributed to, I think, more than half of the box office sales during the Lunar New Year period. It is on track to be the highest grossing film in a single market.
A crisis meeting had been called at Disney headquarters. The boardroom, typically a place of confident decision-making, now felt like a funeral. A massive screen at the front of the room displayed the latest box office figures. The CFO's voice was hoarse. It's official. Ne Zha 2 is the highest grossing animated film of all time.
我乃哪吒三太子。
瞧，一身正气。
能享受来。
The numbers didn't lie. $1,700,000,000. And the worst part? Ne Zha 2 had reached this milestone before even launching internationally. For decades, Disney, Pixar, and DreamWorks had ruled animation. Every major blockbuster, The Lion King, Frozen, Inside Out, came from one place, the West. Now a Chinese-made animated film with a budget of just $80 million had outperformed every single one of them. The tension was suffocating. A Pixar director looked pale, gripping his phone. Another Disney executive stared blankly at the screen, unable to process what had just happened. For years, these executives had dismissed China's attempt to break into global animation. Now their worst nightmare was staring them in the face. And for the first time in their careers, they had no idea what to do next. One executive finally whispered, "How the hell did this happen?" In a dimly lit apartment in Luzhou, Sichuan, the sound of rain tapped against the window as Yang Yu, known as Jiaozi, sat at his old wooden desk, sketching furiously. His room was cluttered with crumpled papers and a single aging computer. His software was a cracked version of Maya. His income was $200 a month, his mother's last savings. His father had died. His mother, the only one who believed in him, gave him everything she had. But the world didn't. Animation is a dead end, his classmates mocked. You should have been a doctor, his relatives sighed. For 3 years, he locked himself away, teaching himself 3D animation from scratch. Then, in 2009, The Big Watermelon, a 16-minute short film was released. It exploded. 10 million views, over 30 international awards, a jury prize at the Berlin Short Film Festival. But success didn't mean acceptance. You got lucky, it's just a short film. You'd never make a real movie. Jiaozi didn't argue, he simply worked. Then one day, his phone rang. It was Qiao, CEO of Colorful Dream Studio. Forget small projects, Qiao told him. Let's spend 3 to 5 years on one film. If we succeed, great. If not, at least we tried. Jiaozi had one demand. No budget cuts, no creative interference. I need full control. Qiao's response was immediate. Done. History was about to be made. For centuries, the legend of Ne Zha has been passed down. A divine warrior, a protector, a hero sculpted by destiny. But Jiaozi saw something different.
我想是想请啊，请不起，最后没办法，逼着我上的。我也没学过表演，但还好，我是一个影迷。
反正都不是真人，大惊小怪。
太乙和李靖夫妇不死，我又怎么跟天尊元皇？
He saw an outcast, feared, rejected, misunderstood. At the studio, he laid out his version. Forget the Ne Zha you know, He told his team, "Ours is different. He's chaotic, unpredictable, a fighter, but also just a kid." Investors were skeptical. Would audiences accept a Ne Zha who was mischievous, raw around the edges, not instantly lovable? Jiaozi didn't care. This isn't just a film. This is a fight for the future of our industry. Then came the scene that would define the film. A mother holding her son one last time. "I don't care if you were born a monster," she whispers, her voice shaking. "You are my son. That is enough." The room went silent. Some of the animators wiped their eyes. This wasn't just a moment on screen. This was Jiaozi's life. His mother had sacrificed everything for him. Now, her love was immortalized. With $80 million, Ne Zha 2 had to compete with Hollywood's billion-dollar machines. But money wasn't the problem, Hollywood was. To reach global standards, Jiaozi outsourced work to top Hollywood animation studios. The results were a disaster. Western animators didn't understand Chinese mythology. The characters lacked authenticity. The animation felt off. Jiaozi fired them all. He took back control. He personally demonstrated how Ne Zha should move, how he should fight. Over 70% of the film's animation was directly shaped by him. 4,000 artists across 138 companies worked on the project. 2,000 visual effect shots were perfected, frame by frame. Hollywood-level animation, but made entirely in China. It wasn't just a movie, it was an industry-wide revolution. And when Ne Zha finally hit theaters, it detonated like a nuclear bomb.
活无所谓，我只有你死。
Box office records crumbled. Ne Zha 2 became the first film to gross $1 billion in a single market. It entered the top 10 highest grossing films of all time, surpassing The Lion King, Jurassic Park, and multiple Avengers films. Hollywood panicked. For a century, Hollywood controlled animation. They told China's own stories, from Mulan to Kung Fu Panda. Not anymore. Now, China was telling its own stories, and the world was listening. But it didn't stop there. When Ne Zha 2 hit US theaters, it became the highest grossing Chinese film ever released in North America. Hollywood's last defense had crumbled. Ne Zha 2 wasn't just successful, it had a 99% audience rating on Rotten Tomatoes. It was being pushed for an Oscar nomination. And Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks, they weren't just watching, they were terrified. The rise of Ne Zha 2 isn't just about one film. It's about a seismic shift in entertainment. For the first time, a non-Hollywood animated movie has dominated the world. Meanwhile, merchandise sales exploded. Stores couldn't keep up. Toys, clothing, and collectibles featuring Ne Zha flew off the shelves. Ne Zha wasn't just a movie anymore, he was a phenomenon. And the golden age of Hollywood? It's over. Because from now on, the best stories will win. And they won't just come from Los Angeles, they will come from China, and the world was watching.